that Mega Gengar Protect. Not going to be able to fully protect itself. Clefairy is going to get the option to move here, though. Clefairy is really well known to just kind of follow me away attacks, but it's not doing it. Right now, Gengar, again, getting sent to the core of the planet right there.
Yes.
Going to take some damage, but I think that still might be a good chunk right there. Half right there.
So we see the Protect. Clefairy obviously hasn't moved. This could be an Icy Wind. Coming out from Clefairy. We see the Tailwind, which is obviously very important speed control. But if this is an Icy Wind, yes, it will be. Hits with both Pokemon. Landorus hit super effectively by that 4 times. It's ice damage is going to be super effective on flying and ground typing, but more importantly, that speed control option is going to be super nice for Lorenzo. Clefairy so bulky, being able to just keep pressuring those Pokemon, and they can't switch out. Eventually, he'll get him into a position where Como can come in and start really wrecking face.
Yeah, but the Tailwind is also very nice for Kento's side because of the fact that it doubles speed, whereas Icy Wind drops by 1 stage, not quite being able to mitigate that Tailwind as Incineroar takes the field here. The Intimidate's going to be big here onto that Landorus Therian. Gengar really could not stay in there because, depending on how this is trained, that Landorus could have outsped that Gengar and just gone for an easy Earth.
KO. Well, the Earthquake is still coming out. Landorus doing some big damage to Incineroar, even through the Friend Guard from Clefairy. We're going to see the Thunderbolt coming out from Zapdos into the Incineroar as well. That Clefairy slot not massive. Too much for Kento at this moment. We see another Icy Wind. So now both those Pokemon are back to neutral speed while Tailwind is in effect. But look at the amount of damage that Landorus is taking here. It's getting chunked down quite nicely by this Clefairy. And now Lorenzo has the ability to use Fake Out if he wants to as well.
Yeah, and of course this Icy Wind's really nice because if Kento wants to decide to switch out to reset those speed drops, whatever comes in is going to be Icy Winded as well.
Yep.
Tagged along with Incineroar's possibility to fake out. You know, if one Pokemon does switch into the top of the Lele slot, then, you know, the other partner could still possibly be faked out because it's not grounded. So, you know, there is a chance for a fake out here. Clefairy is just going to switch out, not going to keep that Icy Wind pressure. Here comes Como-O, but, you know, if the two Fairy Pokemon are in the back, that could be dangerous for him to try to go for a Clanger Soul Blaze.
We're going to see the fake out going into the Landorus, making sure that another Earthquake cannot come out. Thunderbolt as well from Zapdos, going into that Como slot, not taking too much damage. Dragon type does resist the electric type damage. I'm surprised that Kento didn't just go for a switch out here. If he expected a Icy Wind going into either of those slots, Metagross with its clear body ability would have been nice to come in, but he has to worry about Incineroar as well. Landorus still in a position to be able to do some big damage against Incineroar, but Como looks like it might be able to set up now.
Yeah, it looks like Zapdos is going to retreat here. It is going to be the Tapu Lele, so that is going to bring out that Psychic Terrain. If Landorus follows suit, switches in the top of Feeny, that could be a disaster for Lorenzo if he actually opted for the Clanger Soul Blaze here. Incineroar is going to retreat, so that means that Landorus is probably going to stay in.
Move off now. It will. So we see the Clangorous Soul Blaze. Again, we've mentioned how important this move is for Como. It is really the defining strategy for this Pokemon, boosting all of its attack stats, all of its stats by one stage and getting that all-important spread damage off against both the opposing Pokemon. Unfortunately, Tapu Lele, as a fairy type, is immune to dragon type attacks, but this will still do a whole heap of damage to that Landorus.
Yep, and it's gonna what does this Tapu Lele know? Tapu Lele know Dazzling Gleam, or does it only opt for a Side Shock and Moon Blast, the more powerful? Fairy type move here, and is the fairy going to be able to draw that attack away? That's going to be big, and you know, if it has Dazzling Gleam, then Fairy's not really doing much out there. You know, it can't redirect spread moves. It can only redirect single type target. Attacks. Tailwind is still up over on Kento's side as well.
Yeah, this is going to be a really interesting play for Lorenzo. Does he protect his Komuro now and get another Icy Wind off onto that Tapu Lele, just to again chunk it down?